Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're cutting straight to the chase with a Microsoft Intune update.
Yeah, a new one.
We've got the details here on a new addition to the Microsoft Tunnel Readiness tool. A small change, maybe, but one that could give you a sharper view into your tunnel server security.
Exactly. It's about getting you key info quickly so you can make smart decisions about your Microsoft Tunnel setup.
All right, so what's the core of this update then? It involves a check for the audit package on Linux servers running Microsoft Tunnel. For those of you managing these deployments, this is about a potential boost in security awareness, and it's now part of the initial checks.
Precisely. The readiness tool, REMST readiness, it's designed to make sure your Linux server is set up correctly for Microsoft Tunnel.
Right.
And now it includes this extra check to flag the presence or, absence of audit.
Okay. For anyone who hasn't run into it, remind us quickly about the Microsoft Tunnel Readiness tool, EMST Readiness. What's its main job?
Think of it as a quick system assessment. It checks for necessary components, configurations, basically to ensure a smooth Microsoft Tunnel deployment.
Make sure all the ducks are in a row.
Pretty much. And this new check for audit is just one more thing it looks at.
And this new thing's the audit package. So, in a nutshell, what is audit and why might it be relevant for someone running Microsoft Tunnel?
So audit is the Linux system auditing daemon. It logs a whole wealth of information about what's happening on your server, think system calls, security events, file access, that kind of thing.
Okay.
If you ever needed to investigate a potential security issue on your tunnel server, really dig in, having audit logs could be invaluable.
Right, like if you suspect someone's been poking around where they shouldn't.
Exactly. These logs could help you trace precisely what happened.
So it's like having a detailed security activity log right there at the system level.
Yeah.
Now, the crucial point here, and let's be crystal clear about this, is that audit is optional for Microsoft Tunnel. It's not a must-have, right?
That's absolutely correct. Crucial point. The tool will check for it, but if it's not there, Microsoft Tunnel will still deploy and run just fine. This isn't some new requirement that's going to block your deployment.
Okay, good. So the readiness tool runs, sheet readiness does its thing, and if audit isn't found, what happens? Does it throw a big red error?
Nope. It issues a non-blocking warning. That's the key. You'll see a notification like a little flag saying audit isn't installed, but it won't stop the readiness checks from completing, and it won't prevent you from actually using Microsoft Tunnel. It's purely informational.
That's good to know. It's a heads up, not a roadblock. Now, the documentation points out that whether audit is there by default kind of depends on your Linux flavor. Can you break that down for us quickly?
Sure. If you're using Red Hat Enterprise Linux, RHEL version 7 or later, audit is typically installed automatically. It's part of the base system.
Okay.
So for many RHEL users, this check might just pass without any extra effort on their part. They might not even notice the change.
Got it. RHEL users might already have this covered. What about other common distributions, like, say, Ubuntu?
Ubuntu. On Ubuntu, audit is not installed by default. So if you're running Microsoft Tunnel on an Ubuntu server,
Which many people do.
right, you'll likely see this warning from the readiness tool unless you've specifically gone in and manually installed audit yourself.
Okay. So Ubuntu admins will probably get this non-blocking warning unless they've already taken that step. Now, why introduce this check if it's not mandatory? What's the quick takeaway on the benefit here? Why bother?
It really comes down to increasing awareness. By adding this check, the tool is essentially reminding administrators that this powerful system auditing capability exists in Linux,
Right.
and that it's available for their tunnel servers. It's about giving you more visibility into your security options without forcing a specific configuration down your throat.
Right. It's like the tool is nudging you and saying, hey, just a reminder, this security feature is here if you need it. And that awareness, presumably, can help organizations decide if they want to use it based on their own security rules or compliance needs.
Exactly that. Depending on your organization's security policies, maybe you have specific compliance requirements. You might decide that having the detailed logs audit provides is actually something you need for your Microsoft Tunnel servers.
Okay.
This check just prompts that thought process, makes you consider it.
So it's not Microsoft saying you must use audit, but more like encouraging you to consider if it fits into your overall security strategy for these tunnel servers. And again, just to hammer it home, this doesn't affect the basic running of Microsoft Tunnel at all. Your VPN connections will still work.
Precisely. Microsoft Tunnel will function normally whether audit is installed or not. This check is solely focused on informing you about your system's auditing capabilities. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. The briefing also mentioned there's a link to more info on audit, something about Linux System Auditing. So if
Yeah.
someone sees this warning and thinks, maybe this is useful for us, there's a path to learn more.
Yes, absolutely. The update includes a pointer to documentation. It explains what audit is in more detail, what it does, and importantly, how you can install and configure it on your specific Linux distribution if you decide you want to.
Right.
It gives you the resources to actually act on the warning if you choose to.
Okay, so boiling it all down, what's the single key thing we need to remember about this update to the Microsoft Tunnel Readiness tool?
The main point is the new optional check for the audit package. It's a non-blocking warning. Its whole purpose is to increase awareness of Linux's system auditing capabilities.
Right.
It allows you to make more informed security decisions for your Microsoft Tunnel deployments, but importantly, it doesn't impact the core functionality at all.
So it's about giving you, the listener, a bit more insight into the security landscape of your tunnel servers. Even though it's not a strict requirement, just knowing about audit and whether it's running could be a valuable piece of your overall security posture puzzle.
Absolutely. It's a small addition to the tool, yes, but it can prompt you to consider a potentially important aspect of your server's security that maybe you hadn't thought about before for Tunnel.
All right, makes sense. Here's a quick final thought then to leave everyone with. Given your own organization's specific security needs, compliance rules, and the kind of data your Microsoft Tunnel handles, is taking a closer look at this optional audit package something that deserves a spot on your to-do list. It might just add another layer of security insight that fits your particular requirements. Something to think about.
Definitely worth considering.
Thanks for this quick deep dive.